Hey, what's going on? Had a fantastic conversation with Jacob at Mailmodo today, and I wanted to give them a twofer. So I'm going to go over what we can do for them, but then I'm going to educate you about what Mailmodo does. So let's start there. Mailmodo will allow you to send interactive emails to win user delight, but that totally underplays their value. So they have this fantastic section, which I love, which talks about how did their response rate 280% increase in webinar signups. Why wouldn't you want that, right? But you don't want to take this message to everyone, right? If you're not focused on email newsletters or feedback emails, you're not thinking about email marketing, you don't care about MBS surveys, it's going to be really hard to convert people. So the first thing we need to do is how do we identify people that care about these topics, but more specifically, which topics do they care about? So I looked inside of our job description data. So let me pull this over here. Just super basic. I didn't do anything crazy. Just in the last 30 days, I wanted to only give me jobs that mentioned email marketing, so I know that they care about email marketing. Now, obviously, there's going to be other keywords here that we might use if we did a full engagement here, different ways people talk about email marketing, but this is a good start. Then I wanted to know which of these categories that Mailmodo helps out with are they talking about? NPS or CSAT, user registration, they talk about webinars or cart abandonment or booked demos, right? These are all the kind of buckets they talk about on their website. Now, of course, I'm going to want to get a little bit more advanced if we actually run this for real, but these are a good starting point. So what did we find? So just in the last 30 days, we found almost 2,000 jobs that mention email marketing. Now, within that, we understand who's talking about NPS, CSAT, webinar, right? So you're going to message those folks differently. Also, what kind of titles? What are the folks that are actually managing? So like a Salesforce administrator, marketing automation manager, that's probably pretty good. So we probably want to hone down those titles too. This might be a good account list, but who we go after might be folks that are thinking about marketing automation. Partner development specialists, you can imagine that you might want to message a conversion person versus a partner development specialist different. But the good thing is that they're conversion specialists talking about webinars, right? So how do they talk about webinars? So communicate effectively with partners through various communication methods, including phone, email, messaging, and webinars. So that's just basically one of their channels. So you might speak to that person in a different way than someone that you say, ensure client retention and company target relative to NPS with survey response rates at or above company targets, right? That's super interesting, right? These are the folks that are thinking about the improvement in NPS surveys. So that's an even better lead for them. So now Mailmodo can take my data. It's $2,000 a month, unlimited companies, unlimited jobs, and we'll give you a report for each of these different categories. And you can operationalize it and direct messaging. So you know they care about in the improvement in email marketing, and you know which of the benefits that you provide you can message against. So the increase in response rate or the increase in conversion rate for cart abandonment email. So that's what we do. We're Blueprint. So happy to chat more if this is interesting to you. Mailmodo would love to have a conversation again. And Jacob, thanks so much for taking the time. And hopefully you benefited from this introduction to Mailmodo and this introduction to how Blueprint thinks about categorizing and scoring the different companies that you should go after. Congratulate yourself. You've learned a little bit more about go-to-market.